Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video, and then in this video it's going to be a Stronghold crafting video, as I'm sure you can tell by the title of the video. I know you've got eyes, we all do, and if you don't, I'm sorry for your loss. It's been about 7 or 8 months since I made my last crafting video. I usually make one like every 6 months. I've been slacking, I forgot, whatever, all that good shit. Basically, if you know, you know, you don't need this video. If you don't know, then you need this video. But basically, Stronghold crafting, what is it? Is it worth it? Yeah. Yeah is the short answer. It depends is the long answer. So, what are the different things that you can craft in your Stronghold? You can craft fusion materials, which you need to hone. You can craft potions, you can craft battle items, you can craft basically any fucking consumable in the game. But I primarily only focus on fusion mats because it's the laziest thing for me to do, but if you're much less lazy than me, you definitely can make profit crafting battle items or food, depending on the level of involvement you want into your stronghold. Now, there is a very important website that we're going to be using in combination with this, as the website will show you the profit per item based on the information you input, and the website will be linked in the description. It's just this website here. It's latools.com, and the website might not be fully updated. The lovely Tepish did update it for the tier 4 stuff, but some of the things on the website still aren't fully updated, like the automatic exchange doesn't work, and it also says here full 30 crafts. I don't know if he updated it and just forgot to update this, because I'm way too lazy to calculate that shit myself. So just know we have access to 40 full crafts, so the number here may be slightly higher than it says if it's basing it off of 30 rather than 40. Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Stronghold crafting. There's a couple different things you need to keep in mind with Stronghold crafting. Most notably, if we go into the Control 1, so if you press Control 1 while you're in your Stronghold, you go up to the Manage tab. In the Manage tab, you can go over here on the left side and you click Effects. Now, Effects list pretty much all of the different, as you might get from the name, effects that you are getting from things like research or your Stronghold manor structures and your NPC outfits. And these things can be things like crafting great success chance, crafting cost reduction. So it's very important to maximize your profit by maximizing the amount of these special effect stats you can get. Now, obviously, everybody's going to have a slightly different setup, and ultimately, it doesn't really matter. All I can say to you is crafting cost reduction is the best stat to go for. Just period, flat out, straight up. And that's not what I've done, because I am somebody who doesn't listen to the best advice, and I also just set up my stronghold way before any of this shit. And also, like, the difference between min-maxing is, like, so small. I don't care, ultimately. That's why I don't do it. But if you're building a stronghold setup from nothing, I recommend you go with crafting cost reduction primarily. Now, where do you get these stats from? Well, if you go up here, you'll see at the top of your screen here, you have Lab, Workshop, Station, Pet Ranch, Farm, Manor. Manor is the one we're going to want to click on. So you have structures and outfits. You have 3 structure slots, you have 3 outfit slots. In each of these slots, you can put a different thing. For structures, a different structure. For outfits, a different outfit from a rapport NPC. And each of these structures, when put into these slots, or each of these outfits, when put into these slots, give you different effects. So, for example, the ANSML effect here is -4 crafting cost to special items. And then it also gives +2% crafting great success chance to special items. Special items are things like, if we go to the workshop, in anything in the special tab. So any of these items will get that benefit. But any items in, like, the battle item tab or the cooking tab will not benefit from that. So keep that in mind if you are somebody who wants to do more than just fusion materials. Make sure the things you're putting on affect the things you're crafting, because that is importante. Very importante. And the other thing that I'm using is the train set. It gives crafting great success chance and energy consumption, which is like whatever. And then the last thing that I have is the 1% crafting cost reduction painting. Basically, it's super easy to just search cost reduction and, like, crafting workshop related. So you can kind of see here, there's one for cooking, battle item bombs, battle item grenades. But basically, just slap in the highest cost reduction thing that you have. For outfits, you can look up a website for all of the different Stronghold effects for each report NPC, or I believe you can actually look it up yourself if you go into the wardrobe here, which is Control 3. You can see, like, if I got the Mari outfit here for 350 blue crystals, it reduces research time and research cost. If I go to Tyrion, I can buy this one, which is minus crafting time and 1% crafting cost reduction. Kind of see, and it tells you what you need to do in order to unlock these. But basically, getting max rapport rank with an NPC unlocks their outfits, generally speaking. But this is where you can do it. So, this is where you get outfits. And the outfits that I'm using are Artisan which reduces crafting time and great success chance. Again, this is the one that I would recommend not getting, because this is just the one that I got from the early days of the game, and I just never bothered to replace it. The Palo one is very good. It gives crafting great success chance and crafting cost reduction to special items. And then the last one I slapped on, because we just recently got a third slot, was crafting cost reduction from the basic Nia outfit, just because I don't have anything else and I haven't gotten around to buying another outfit. But this is important. These things are very important. So make sure you set up your stronghold with things that benefit you for your crafting needs. Make sense? Now, let us go back over to the website. So there's some things here. I'm going to teach you exactly how to use this website, even though there is a tutorial here. You don't have to worry about the tutorial if you're following this video. So under the settings tab is what we're going to want to mess around with the most. Now, I'm going to clear all of my stats, and we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you exactly where to get each of these numbers to fill in. So there's a couple different ways you can do it, but the way that I do it, so let's see, crafting cost reduction. What is that number? So what I do is, let's hop back onto our game. So if I go into here, you can see it from the effect slot, but the easiest way for me, and the way that I usually do it, and this isn't the perfect way to do it, because it works for me because I only craft fusion materials. So if you're doing other things, do not do it like I do it, but if you're only crafting fusion materials, feel free to do it like this. But you can see if I click on the fusion material, it says 12% decrease next to crafting cost. The reason being is it adds up all of the different sources of crafting cost I have in here, and it just shows me the total number here. But you can see if you go over to the left side in the effects tab, it says regular crafting cost minus 5%. So that's my, like, this crafting cost applies to everything. Battle items, cookings, whatever. And then the special, the one that only applies to the special items, so fusion materials, is 7%. 7 plus 5 is 12, so this is where the 12% number is coming from. So pick and choose. Either you go through the effects side here, or you go through the way that I'm doing it. But again, keep in mind, if you're doing it the way that I'm going to be doing it, make sure you only craft that item, right? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 12% here, and I'm just going to pop on over to the calculator, and I'm just going to put 12% here. Now, this is general crafting cost reduction. I mean, I could just do it like this. This is what it would be. But normally I would just put 12 here, right? But here, for the sake of the video, I'll do it like this, so you can follow exactly what I'm doing. Just to make it as easy as possible for you all. And then, required action energy, 8.5% decrease. So, I mean, this really doesn't matter. But I will do it anyways. 8.5. I know some of it's special, but it really doesn't matter. What else do we have here? It needs great success chance. So great success chance doesn't show up here as far as I'm aware. So the only way to find great success chance is from the effects tab. So we're going to go with 4% great success chance general, and then 10% from special. So we're going to do it like this. 4, and then 10. And then we're going to do crafting time reduction. So again, we can just take it from here, which is 18%, but we could also take it from here, which is 8, and then 8, and then am I... Oh, is it because of aura? Yeah, it is. So I'm getting 10% from aura. So it's just 18% flat because aura. Right. I knew aura did something. So we're just going to put 18% there. And then crafting energy reduction, 8.5. But I guess I can do it legit. 6.5 base. And then 2% for special. So to 6.5. So these are our stats for crafting, right? These are my legit stats. Now, in the items tab, this is where we can set the price for everything. And since, like I said, I only do fusion materials because I'm lazy, smiley face, all we have to do is search up each of these fusion materials, or the fusion materials that we're interested in crafting at least, and we input the price, the current market price. So let's hop back on over to Lost Ark. Let's get out of here. Let's hop back into the market, and let's just type in fusion. So 12, 21, 55, 60. So let us do that. 12, 21, 55, and 60. Now, this red sign here means you should sell it for 20, or you could sell it for 20, because putting it for 21, you're going to get the same amount of gold back from a sale as if you had sold it for 20. And that has to do with, like, the market calculation, tax, deposit, some shit like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's been so long. I just know there's something market-related there. I think it's like the tax or something. It's the same idea where if you sell an item for 2 gold, you're only getting 1 gold's worth of value. So you can sell it for 1 gold and get the same as if you sold it for 2 gold. The difference between selling it for 21 versus 20 is you delete slightly more gold out of the game because of the tax. But ultimately, it's up to you. Sell it for whatever you want, man. Now that we have our prices set for these things, we go to the material tab. And this is the longest sort of process, right? The longest part of the process. We have to input the price of every single material here. So what we're going to do, again, we're going to hop back to the game. And let's just start with, like, iron ore, for example. So the easiest way is I type in iron ore, and it's going to show me every single type of iron ore. So 55, 85, let's just say 590 and then 600. So 55 is already there, 85, 600, 590. Then we can do the same thing for timber. Like I said, this is like the longest part of the process aside from setting everything up. So timber is going to be 50, 90, 370, 540. I just use flat numbers to make it easier on my small, smooth brain. So 50, 90, 370, and what did I say? 540? 540. And now, let's hop back on over to the game. We're going to type in flour. So we've got 49, 79, 79. So we'll just do 50, 80, 80, and then 610. Easy enough. 50, 80, 80, 510, I think I said. No, 610. 610. There we go. We take a look here. Next on the list is meat. So we'll do meat. We've got meat on the menu, boys. That thick meat. Fucking love me some thick meat. What a fucking name for an item, man. So we got 50 on the thick meat. How much we got on the treated meat? We got 100. I will search exotic leather in a bit, even though it doesn't really matter, but I will fill it out for the sake of filling it out. Then the oreja thick meat is looking like a 670 angle. Take a look at leather. Leather is 4 gold. Not that it matters. Now we do our good friend, the relics. So we take a look at relics here. Now we input these bad boys. 50, 90, 675, 750. So, relics, 51. 94. Exotic relic, I don't think matters. I don't know what the fuck you even do with that shit, but I will put it in for the sake of putting it in. And then fish is last, but not least. Fish. So for fish, we have to search up fish and then carp. 60, 108. 60, 108. And then we need to do carp. Show you guys 616 and 730. 616. Wait, is I think the Abydos is 16. Yeah. This is 616. And this is 730. Oop. 730. Alright. So, if we've done everything correctly, we should have our setup like this. And just to make sure you can see if you change the crafting cost reduction. Things should update. But they're not updating. Strange. Do I need to refresh the website? Yeah, it did not save my settings. So it should be 5, 7. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so I did some detective work and I figured it out. It only updates when you update the price of things. So if I update this to 59 and then back to 60, you can see it changes. So like if I change this back to 15, just as an example, and I change this to 59 and then go back to 60, that will drop. So I guess keep that in mind. Definitely set your stronghold stuff first, your stronghold settings first, because if you don't, you may have wonky prices, which is good to know. Okay. So, that being said, we have everything set up, and we now know why we know how to make it force update, which is good. We can see that tier 4 fusion mats are not worth it right now, unsurprisingly. However, we take a look at the tier 3 prime Areha fusion mats, kind of still kind of money, cash money. But you can see here, it tells you exactly the prices of everything that you inputted. Don't look at the HP potions or any of the battle items. Obviously, all of these are going to be completely wrong because I didn't put in the information for them. But again, if you're less lazy than me and you want to expand your profitability, feel free to do what I could never do. Anyways, that is our, I don't know, twice a year Stronghold crafting guide update thing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you to my YouTube members, of course. It's Biscuits Inner Diz, Remix My Life. I'm Nufu. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.